It's barely rained in months, but the floods keep coming. People in Bentiu are literally trapped, protected only by earthen dikes. This crisis is part of a wider disaster facing South Sudan, the world's youngest nation and one of the most vulnerable to climate change.
We feel like we're being made to suffer throughout, because after a fierce civil war, here come the raging floods. How can we comprehend all these? We're here as people who are just in some impoverished island because we have nowhere to go.
Floods have covered an area larger than Denmark since 2019, impacting 1 million residents. Herds of livestock have died, and 10% of the country's arable land is now a swamp. The floods came after record rainfall over the Great Lakes in upstream countries, pushing large volumes of water over the plains downstream. Vast tracts of land have become so saturated that the additional water has nowhere to go. South Sudan is prone to seasonal flooding, but nothing like this has ever been seen.
There's no record of Bentiu being flooded like it has been for the last 2.5 or 3 years. So this is something that is unique, the interaction between the different systems.
The flooding has cut off vital roadways out of Bentiu that were used to bring in most of the city's food. Supplies are now being ferried in by canoes. Farmers and herders have also been affected. They've had to drastically change their lifestyle and are finding it hard to make a living.
If the flooding is over, we can resume our farming practices. At the moment, we only survive on activities like fishing and water lily collection.
The war in Ukraine has cut aid budgets and raised food prices at a time when 7.7 million people in South Sudan don't have enough to eat. As a result, the World Food Programme has been forced to cut its rations in half, even in hard-hit areas like Bentiu. Families that use up their monthly allocation are forced to survive on wildflowers or fruit. If not, they go hungry.
When children wake up in the morning, they start crying, looking for something to eat. But there's no food.
Experts warned the water in some areas may not recede for years or even decades. In January 2023, satellite imagery showed the area absorbed by floods expanded 3,000 square kilometers within a single week.